Hello, everyone. I'm Dennis.
I'm Andrew.
We are the Crafty Lumberjacks. Thank you for being here today.
Yes.
Of course, Teddy just joined us.
That's our cat. If you haven't been here before, today we are making this beautiful Valentine's Day foiled heart wreath. It's really gorgeous and pretty simple to make.
Yeah, this is great because you can do this for any holiday, any event. This is a new material that we're working with today that we haven't worked with before. We always love challenging ourselves and trying different things. So we're really excited with the outcome of this. And we're going to show you how to do it today.
Yes, this is what we're using today is called tooling foil. And it's almost like a thick aluminum foil. Now, we found this on the Michaels website online. We did have to get it shipped. Some people said they found it in the stores, but apparently most of the time you have to get it shipped. It is a little bit on the pricey side, but there is a ton in here. So you could use this for so many different projects. And it's really versatile.
Yes, we do these classes every month, so we hope you join us again. We have our March class coming up. March 14th, we're making this adorable little leprechaun for St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, this is a great one to get the family involved with, your kids. It's super cute.
Yeah, and of course, eventually we want to have like a whole family of leprechauns.
I think we could do it.
Yes, even though people think I'm a leprechaun myself.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Special shout out to Michaels for having us, and of course, Fiskars.
Absolutely.
We're going to be doing a giveaway at the end of the class, so we hope you stay through the end to join and enter the giveaway. And unfortunately, I can't get my other computer started, so I'm not going to be on the chat as much as we typically are. So if you have questions, Rich and Kayla are here to help.
Yeah, so we'll try to keep an eye out. Also, if you hear like this like ringing, it's a truck that's outside. I do not know how long it's going to be happening, but
keep it down.
Hopefully it's not too bad.
You just yell at people in New York. It's really amazing. Okay, so let's dive into it.
Okay.
So like I said, we're creating this wreath here for the tooling foil.
Rich, do you mind changing the camera just to the top down? Thank you so much.
You see it's a big sheet. It's basically like Andrew said, it's like a thicker aluminum foil here.
Yeah.
So we are using the Fiskars SoftGrip Amplified Mixed Media Shears, and this is going to be part of the giveaway today. We're obsessed with these scissors because they can do so much and cut through so many different materials. They're also really comfortable to use.
Yep, that's where the SoftGrip comes in. It's really nice.
Yes, and you can think for a project like this, or if you're cutting cardboard or even like plastic, like zip ties, things like that, really easy to use. It has great reviews. It's one of our favorites, and you might get it today.
Absolutely.
So to start, we're going to be creating these little foil hearts, like you see here in the wreath. And I'm going to be making a little template for myself. I'm going to want to use a handful of different sizes of these little hearts. So I'm going to cut a template out of just a piece of cardstock first to get started. And then I'll trace it onto our tooling foil. So of course, for a heart template, what we're going to do is we're going to fold it in half. Really easy. You can use some clip art, or if you have like other decorations in your house, of course, use what you got. We always encourage that.
And a good tip, like I was gonna say, a good tip like Dennis is doing is cutting down your paper to size. If you want your heart to be a certain size, it's always easier to cut your paper down to size just to give you a guide.
For sure. And I love Fiskars has a whole bunch, especially now, of different colored handle scissors. You know, of course, they have the iconic orange ones, but they have really fun patterns and designs. This is one of their newer ones, the lilac, which is one of our favorites, especially for the spring and just good vibes, you know.
So you can either just cut it out like Dennis is doing, or you can draw half your heart first and then open it up to create.
She's looking a little thick there, so I just want to take some. Right? Is that okay?
Whatever you want to do.
And always, I think,
that's cute.
Pretty good?
Yeah, that looks good.
You know, for our tips when we're working with scissors, rather than kind of like manipulating your hand and being like going around the paper, you want to kind of turn the paper. I know it feels kind of duh, but it really is something to think about when you're trying to use scissors and cut out different shapes and kind of materials. You want to move the material. You don't want to move the scissors. So see, I'm just kind of rotating the paper and cutting.
Yeah, it gives you a smoother curve, which is nice, especially for a heart shape.
You think that's too small?
No, I think it's good to have different sizes.
Adorable. All right, so with the tooling foil here, like I said, we're using the mixed media shears.
You know what I like about the mixed media shears is the cap.
Yes.
It's nice because, you know, if you've ever had a pair of scissors and you're clumsy like me and you drop them and then like it, you know, kind of like nicks the tip or anything. Also, these are pretty sharp here. So if you want to like put them in your pocket, the cap really helps. I just like the cap. I think it's a nice way. It's just a nice little added
it feels
details
like
that
elevated.
Fiskars thought of. Yeah.
Yes. So before we get started here, I do want to cut down the foil. Like we said, this comes with a big roll. And of course, you know, the foil is a little bit sharp. So you want to use, you know, care when you're working with the foil because you don't want to cut yourself because this is a paper cut that you don't want.
Yeah, you definitely want to be careful when doing this.
So I'm just cutting it down to a smaller piece so it's easier to work with, essentially. And if it's bending and kind of getting these different shapes in it, don't worry because afterwards we're going to smooth it out. And we're actually going to be creating these little fun patterns and designs on our hearts that you can kind of see here using our scoring stylus.
Yeah, so any of those imperfections you will not see.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to trace on the back.
That's great.
Do you have a pen?
Or
should I use this marker?
Here, no, I have a pen.
Y'all, I don't know if you watch the Grammys, but I can't stop singing these freaking songs. Every morning, I wake up in the middle of the night. I'm like, Pink Pony Club at like 4 a.m. I'm like, what is wrong with me?
Keep it down. I'm sleeping. So then just like Dennis said, he's just tracing out the hearts
on the back.
On the back, you could absolutely use your scoring stylus, Connie said.
Yes. Hi, Connie. Thank you for being here.
I know.
Connie
didn't use a scoring stylus when we did it the first time?
What's the matter? Oh, yeah, to trace it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Should I do that?
Yeah. Actually, but it is a good visual to see. I'm kind of glad you did that. To see the difference between using like a pen and the scoring stylus. The scoring stylus is really great because it has this ball at the end. So you're going to get these really nice lines. And another tip when you're using your scoring stylus, I really liked having the cutting mat underneath. It gives it just a little bit of bounce, which made the edges almost a little thicker, to be honest. So just keep tracing. Now, if you are in this class right now and you're like, oh, I don't have tooling foil, I don't have these materials. You know, a lot of times people come and they're like, you know, I didn't have the materials, but I grabbed a piece of
I was going to say, I think
paper.
Connie kind of did like a quick rig or she's using different materials, I think.
You are, Connie. If you want to share that in the chat, you totally may. But you could also do this with a piece of paper. It's going to be a different outcome, but it will still be fun.
Now, we've also seen like sometimes you can get like a tomato paste. They come in those like foil tubes. You can actually upcycle kind of like those materials.
Yeah, it almost looks like a toothpaste tube, and it's like, yeah, you can.
Yeah, we've seen people like open that up and they use that in their crafting. And it's basically the same material.
Could you use regular aluminum foil and a pencil? You know what? I think if it's a thick aluminum foil, you totally could. I think you just probably want to be a little gentle when you're scoring it, but I think you could. I think a thick aluminum foil would work pretty well. So it's silver on one side and gold on the other. That's worth the price. I know. I do really like that detail. It really allows you to be as, you know, it becomes a little more versatile as just a material.
So now I'm just tracing a handful of hearts here. We're actually using a smaller hoop wreath than we did from our original one just because that's what they had. But I think this, any size, any kind of hoop or circle that you want to put this on would work. You know, you're all crafty. So, you know, you kind of use what you got. You kind of make it work. Designers. I'm going to try to say that every class this year. Do my Tim Gunn.
Well, you have for the past 5.
True.
Okay, I think that's a good amount of hearts. What do you think?
I'm going to do like 3 more.
All right.
And of course, you know, we always want to make the most out of our material. So we're working kind of very close, you know, so when I'm cutting it out, I'm, you know, not wasting a lot of material. our home is being taken over by craft supplies.
That is true. Cher said, I saw you two on the Sherry show when you were showing ideas for the Super Bowl.
Yes, that was our second time on the Sherry show. She's so sweet, and the staff is so great.
Yeah, we were there yesterday.
We got there so early.
Oh
my gosh, because it was like a snowstorm in New York, so they were worried about us getting to the studio. So we were there like 3 hours early, just like hanging out and like going crazy. And then they're like, okay, you're on. And we're like, wait, what?
Gosh,
wait,
okay.
what were we supposed to be talking about?
Okay, so the next step is Dennis is going to cut around the hearts.
Yeah.
And this is just going to help.
I was like, wait, what? I'm just cutting it like, I'm cutting it down smaller.
Yeah. Now, again, if you're crafting with us, be really careful with these edges while you're cutting. You just want to make sure you're not going to get cut. If you have a pair of gloves, you could totally use those.
A pair of Fiskars gardening gloves.
Oh. Even a pair of like rubber gloves would help. Just,
I think it's really not or we haven't had an issue. But
we haven't had an issue. But
as we were doing it, we were like, oh gosh, is this really sharp? And you see the mixed media shears here. It's so smooth. I don't even have to kind of close it. I could just kind of pull through and it just kind of pops right off.
For our wreath, we had about 18 hearts for this wreath right here. That was about 18 hearts. For our smaller wreath, we probably need about 12 or so, but I think the more hearts, the better.
Yeah, I think these would look so cute as like a little charm or kind of like a door hanger. You guys do like decorative door hangers?
You mean like on the knob?
Yeah, on the doorknob.
Yeah.
I feel like we always, for a while, we were like big on like decorating our doorknobs.
Yeah, it's like an easy way.
Not like decorating the actual knob, but just like hanging things off of it, kind of like a little, Santa Claus thing. Or we actually took one year, like those chocolate heart boxes. We found these really cute, like vintage chocolate heart boxes. So we just added like a little string and we put them on our like little doors.
I always love adding a little flair to areas you probably wouldn't expect. Connie said, yes, kitchen knobs. Like
yes.
Yes, I love that idea. I actually am going to disagree with you, Dennis. I'm going to say this is not perfect for the doorknob because
I was thinking like a little kind of like hanger.
Oh,
like if you're not doing a wreath, like you're just kind of like putting it on like a string or something, like kind of like a string of bells.
Okay.
But okay, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say it's like even the tooling foil is still a little delicate, so you want it in a place that it's not going to be like touched. Wow. Look at
everything I say is wrong.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Just kidding. All right, are you taking over?
Oh my gosh, I have to work. Great. Okay, so now it's time to cut out all our hearts. You know what I like about this craft? It's a great craft to do while you're watching a movie. Put on your favorite, like,
kind of like these repetitive type of projects.
So now I'm gonna cut out my hearts. But yeah, it's nice and repetitive in a good way. This would be great also if you are hosting a craft night to kind of have everyone pitch in with the materials.
Like, what do you mean, money-wise, or?
Yeah, like if you're going to host a craft night with your friends, it's like, oh, okay, I'm buying this tooling.
Make them pay.
No, I mean just like, oh, it's a big piece of like, like material, like, or just, I don't know.
I get you. Like, oh my gosh, Jessica said, me too, Pink Pony Club every morning.
Oh my gosh.
I know, at least it's a bop, so at least you can kind of feel good about it. All scissors need caps, Connie said. Sorry, I'm just catching up to the...
No, that's okay. I'm never a good caption reader.
I wonder if cookie cutters would both stamp and cut the foil. Oh, interesting.
Oh, I don't know if it would be
sharp enough
cut through the foil, but it might stamp it.
Connie, make them pay.
Now, some of these, I just cut one that came out so...
Knives need caps too.
So wonky. And I'm going to go with it. I'm actually going to just trim it up. I actually don't mind when some hearts are like a little different, even if they don't look so symmetrical.
We also have all of these steps and materials listed on our blog, craftylumberjacks.com.
Like, that's cute, right?
That is
just
so
telling
cute.
myself
Yeah,
that?
yeah. I think they could all be like little different shapes. We just saw Redwood on Broadway starring Idina Menzel. She
Did
returned.
you almost say Adele
I almost said
Dazeem?
Adele Dazeem. She just made her triumphant return to Broadway in the show called Redwood, which was really, really sweet, very beautiful production. But they talk about kind of like the heart of Redwoods, which was pretty interesting. And just as you're cutting this,
like the
I'm
inner
thinking
core.
of it. Yeah, the inner core of the Redwoods. And I'm thinking it's hardwood or wood heart.
Wood heart, I think they called it.
Wood heart. Protect your wood heart. Protect your foil heart. And Idina Menzel, they literally have like a fake redwood, but a giant redwood tree on stage, and she is climbing it. She's in a harness, in a rope. She's literally dancing on the side of a tree, singing her face off, pushing off the tree and doing spins and flips. And she's like, I was like, get it. I can barely walk from the
Alphaba.
She can't. Yeah, I can barely walk from the couch to the refrigerator without it hurting. And she's on this tree, like dangling off of it and dancing off of it.
Okay, do you see I'm kind of moving the foil instead of the scissors? The scissors really do stay in one place, and the foil is what I'm moving. So I'm opening and closing the scissors, but I'm not moving like the angle of the scissors. Also, a good tip when you're cutting is if I have this excess right here, why not just snip it off?
Yes.
And keep on going. And then just pick up where I left off, turn the foil, go around, and I'm really just turning the foil.
Yeah, and again, take your time with this. You don't have to rush. The scissors are so smooth, so it makes it easier.
Yes, and again, we are going to add all this detail to these hearts, so you really don't have to worry so much about like the shape if they're not perfect.
Yeah, and especially once there's like multiple of them, no one's really seeing like being like, oh, that heart is a little bigger.
Right.
Unless we come to your house. Then we'll be like, wait a second.
That's actually not true at all. I feel like sometimes people think because you're crafty or you like to like decorate. I don't know if anyone feels this way too. Like people will be like not worried to have us over, but they'll be like, oh, I don't want you to judge my decorations. And I'm always like, I just appreciate when anyone makes any effort.
Seriously.
I love that.
Debbie L said, don't let Teddy get a hold of those pieces. Oh, no.
That's right.
He's on his bookshelf on a blanket right now. No, we make sure Teddy is protected at all costs.
Oops, I went off the line.
Yes, Kathy said, effort's the key. Glad you said that. Yeah, for sure. Anytime we go somewhere, we're like, oh my gosh, this is so cute.
I know. I love that. It's like, I don't really care how your place looks. I care about how my place looks. But I always love a little effort.
And it basically looks like a craft store.
Our place?
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone come please buy all these materials from us.
We'll give you a discount. That's the problem. Sometimes we don't go through what we have. We'll go out and buy new things and then we're like, oh my gosh, we had an embroidery hoop, or we had, which actually an embroidery hoop would look really cute with this too. But,
an embroidery hoop would be so cute. I know Connie just kind of redid her craft studio. So Connie, I'm sure your stuff is definitely more organized and in one place than ours. But I do feel like that is an issue with us. It's like we do live in a one-bedroom apartment, so our stuff is everywhere. It's under our couch. It's
the bedroom. In the living room. It's in the under the TV cabinet. We have stuff like pots and things in the kitchen.
Yeah. So sometimes we just forget where to look, and we're just like, we'll just go to Michael's.
That seems more challenging then.
We'll just go to Michael's.
But what we do love is that Astoria has like a really big thriving community. So there's a lot of like food pantries and mutual aid kind of areas and, you know, little schools and programs. So we're always like donating and giving. We also have some kids in our building. So we'll be like, hey, you want these pipe cleaners, kids? And they're like, no.
Is anyone crafting along with us today?
I think I saw Kanye's. I can't figure out how to do the maybe Thursday bingo. Are you crafting with us or watching?
Okay,
I love bingo.
Hearts. I love bingo too.
The highest jackpot I ever won in bingo was $300.
Hey, that's pretty good.
And I think I like cried a little bit. I was so happy. Let's see. Connie's disappeared, but her craft room looks amazing. There she is. Oh my gosh, she already made hers.
I know, she's been kind of working on it.
Yeah, she worked on it the other day. It's beautiful.
Connie. That was gorgeous.
Shears here.
I know, Shears saw us on the Sherry ship.
Oh my gosh.
Cher, do you get people saying your name like that? It's all out of love when we do it. It's just automatic for us. We just have to say it like Cher.
Well, of course. We saw that was one of the first concerts that we went together at Madison Square Garden, and it was so fun. We were all the way like in the nosebleeds, of course, because we're like, you know, we never want to pay anything. So
Cher's expensive.
Yeah, she was expensive, but we actually had great seats. And we stood the whole time, and Andrew's very tall, and the whole time Andrew's like, I feel bad because nobody around us was standing. Like they were all sitting.
It was the weirdest thing.
And we were like, I was like, no, I'm standing at a Shears show and I'm dancing. I don't care where my seats are. These people can stand.
You know, I always feel uncomfortable, even just sitting at the theater anywhere I go because I'm so tall. I feel bad for people behind me. I usually slouch down.
Oh, is that why you have all those back problems?
Yes, because I'm so considerate.
Because we're seeing too much theater.
The person actually at Redwood was like, oh, thank you for not sitting in front of me. I was like,
and I was like, oh, are you calling me short? No, I didn't say that. But actually Cher messed up her turn back time.
You're gonna bring that up?
Yeah, she messed up turn back time, and I have it on recording. And she was like, there were like 3 dots on stage that she would just go from one dot to the next dot.
Kind of like,
like back and forth.
Where like the lighting is.
Yeah, she was iconic. It was so good. But she was like, if I can turn back time, blah, 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 blah. Like literally said blah, blah, blah.
That was pretty iconic.
And I have it.
Like,
and then I was like, oh, she's singing live. Because she said blah, blah, blah.
She definitely sang live. Dennis, do you want to? I guess we can just leave
these. Look so cute.
Like
clean up.
Sure. Okay, so we have all our hearts kind of ready.
Dave is 6'6", so he's always careful not to block people at concerts. Could you have to use a die cutting machine? Oh, that's a great question, Jody.
Jody, I don't know if
I'm sure you could actually. Now that you're saying it.
I don't know if a die cutting. I mean, I think so.
Probably. It'll probably take a bit of time, like, because it will probably need a few passes.
I was going to say, I don't know of any die cutting machines that specifically cut metal. I know, like, some engrave metal.
You might need, like, a different type of attachment.
Maybe, or like,
because, like, blade. When you do wood on the cutting machines, you need a different blade.
So, to keep the wreath cohesive, what we did was we... I'm going to say doodled. We doodled about 3 different types of doodles. And we just repeated them over and over. So we did like 4 of these. I'm calling these like the strawberries. And then we did like these like beautiful leaves. And then we kind of have like a scribble scrabble right over here. So I think instead of trying to think of different designs for each heart, a good way to do that is just to do multiples. And like I said, that's a nice way to kind of keep the wreath really nice and cohesive. So I'm going to show you 3 that we did.
Yeah, and we're actually working on the mat here because you are applying pressure. You want something a little firm behind it.
Yeah, firm. I like it's a little bouncy.
Little firm, you know, just because it will help like get your design in.
Okay, so the first one I'm going to do is the one I
And
have.
actually, aren't we doing the cutting mat for
We're
this
giving away,
giveaway?
yeah, we're giving away the cutting mat. So the first one I'm going to do is the strawberry because it kind of looks like strawberry seeds.
Yeah, so this is the scoring stylus. So it's like a little metal tool, and it has a little tiny ball on the end.
This is
so if you do a lot of scrapbooking or card making, you probably use this to kind of do fold lines or crease lines.
Yeah, this is a great way to crease your paper without going all the way through. We love this tool. It's really,
and that's part of the
really
giveaway
handy.
too.
This is part of the giveaway too, and so are the mixed media shears. Okay, so the first one is the strawberry, and I'm just going to start, and I'm basically going to be going around and around the heart.
Closer.
Okay, and I'm just doing these little ovals, and I'm just going around and around the heart. And the reason I call it a doodle is because it does not need to be perfect at all. When we kind of started this, I was like a little precious, and then I was like, oh wait, like it's not about the details. It's just about kind of manipulating the tooling foil and giving it a texture. Because like when we craft, it's all about color, texture, and already the foil is so beautiful itself that this just kind of adds.
Debbie uses hers for painting small lines.
Oh my gosh,
painting
Debbie.
with it. That's cool.
So then I'm just doing another outline.
What's really cool is you can see it just takes on the shape right away.
Yeah,
it's like a little indent. And I was just thinking, I'm like, this would be so cute to have on like little cards.
So cute.
Like a little envelope with
really
a little
cute.
like kind of just a little cute little embellishment.
That would be super cute. And then you could even do like an outline of like another heart out of like maybe a colored cardstock, and that's really all you would need for the.
So do you all know the Crafty Chica? She works with this material a lot.
She
right?
does.
Doesn't she do a lot of her?
Yeah, she's a Mexican artist. She's really, really talented. She's a beautiful painter, and she does work with this material a lot.
I just thought of her when you were.
Yeah, she hasn't come up on our Instagram.
Yeah, where has she
recently.
been? Where's our Crafty
That's
Chica?
That's what I don't like about social media. I feel like sometimes you like follow these people for years, and all of a sudden you like lose track.
Ladies and gentlemen, we give you
the
strawberry.
So this is so beautiful on this side, and if you wanted, you could even do it on the other side.
Hello.
Isn't that gorgeous? This really is like it reminds me of like a tin cookie cutter or something like that. Gorgeous. So I'm going to do another one of these.
Oh gosh. Oh.
So I'm just going around. Now, if you were doing this with paper, you could do this with like a marker. You could do this with maybe a gold metallic marker. Would be really cute if you chose like a colored piece of cardstock and then added the detail to have a gold accent with just a little marker. I think it would be so cute. What do you think, Dennis?
You know, I agree. For once, I agree.
I think this is definitely my favorite.
I feel like even just like leaving it like with a little border like that looks so
like
cute.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't mind. I'll do another one. I think I actually did that on one.
Like a little border.
Yeah.
Ooh, Connie said, let me try. I don't know why my chat isn't keeping up here. I'm going to make a Halloween wreath with the silver side of the foil skulls.
Oh, Connie, I
bones,
love
and
that.
moons.
That's cool.
Little bats. Like that would be so cool. And then you could probably add like, the Tim Holtz, like ink distressing, like probably on the edges or something.
And that would also like kind of almost.
Oh, yes.
Would
like
get in there.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Holtz is great. He has a great line at Michael's.
Very cute.
I know. I love it. And it's actually very relaxing.
Yeah. And fun to touch.
It does. It adds this texture that's really great. Okay, now I'm going rogue. I'm just kind of doing it everywhere. There we go.
Very cute.
Okay, the next one is the ivy. This one's really pretty. So for this one, I think we just started with 2 little ivy pieces. Whoop, almost kind of mimicking the shape of the heart. And then adding in some little leaves. What I like about this too is the leaves mimic the strawberry seeds. So then it kind of ties in as well.
Y'all, you know how much we love bagels, and I'm not a poppy seed type of person, but lately I've been on this poppy seed bagel kick, and it is just...
So you are a poppy seed person.
I guess. I mean, it's a new me in 2025. And I can't stop thinking about it.
Well, we had oatmeal this morning, so that might be the reason why. Me.
Not a fan of oatmeal.
But I make him eat it. This is a nice one too because it's much quicker.
Yeah, that's so cute.
And I feel like as you go on, you kind of get a little more
very Roman,
very
like
Roman.
A goddess headdress. You know.
Yeah.
And you see how quickly the designs are happening with the scoring stylus. Really easy. Andrew's barely putting any pressure on it.
Yes, it's really nice.
So cute.
I mean, I'm actually going to do one the other way and just see like what the difference looks like on the
silver.
Yeah, why not, right?
You said gold.
No, like what it looks like on the
back.
On the back.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I'm finding the silver to be harder.
A little difficult. I thought that with the pen and the
work to draw on. Oh, that's okay. That makes sense then. Very cute. It's like a little lighter. I like it better on the front, personally.
Yeah, I think the front looks
like
nicer.
It's a little easier to see. Too. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so then the other one I did
in Texas
was I called it like the doodle. I'm basically drawing little hearts. So
oh gosh, sorry everybody.
Which kind of mimics the leaves.
Oh yes, I like this one.
Which mimics the strawberry
very
seeds. Or for Dennis, the poppy seeds.
Now I'm craving a bagel. What have I done?
Oh,
I was thinking when I was a kid, like we used to make pizza bagels all the time. Now we don't do that. I feel like having a pizza bagel with a New York bagel from one of our bagel shops would be so good.
Well, do it.
Bagel dance. Connie, make sure it's where he can see if sometimes they can't see. Very cute. How are we doing on time here?
We're doing great on time.
Should we do a teddy check?
Okay, you want to do a teddy check while I finish these?
Yes. Here's the boy. Hi, Teddy.
Oh my gosh, that little face.
I know, he's so cute. Sometimes I think when he's laying here, he looks like a little old man.
Okay, I just want to finish these up. We do have some extras.
Yeah, because we want to do the gluing on the things.
Yeah, let me just finish this one. I'm actually just having such a good time doing it. I'm like, I don't want to stop. Okay.
Very nice.
Okay, so I'm going to put these over here. And now it's your turn again, Dennis.
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to embellish the wreath hoop with some faux floral Valentine's Day berries that you can find at Michael's.
So what's great is they have the wires right in there. So I'm just going to pull it apart. I don't love this. You know, of course, use what you like, use what you got.
This is cute, but it's a little
bulky.
Big.
I don't want to pull from this. Yeah.
I would maybe put this in like a plant.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Right now.
So this already has the wire. And then you can either use the wire cutters if you need to cut it down. The wire.
Yeah. You can use your wire cutters.
You do want a little extra because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be wrapping this around the hoop here. And what I like to do is all, you know, Connie's, yours looked like wild. and beautiful and gorgeous. So you might have used a different technique. I like going in the same direction. So I'm just going to start at the top of my little wreath hoop here. This we got at Michael's. They have a whole bunch of different sizes. It's just a metal gold.
But like you said, I think a embroidery hoop would look really, really cute too.
Yep. So I'm just wrapping the tail around. We do have a hot glue gun going.
Oh, Connie said it was a heart wreath that I turned into a circle.
Oh, so cute.
Connie, you're so crafty. I love that.
And of course, I'm going to want to kind of vary the little thing. So I don't want like two things that are next to each other.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You know,
yeah, because this was a
pay
nice
attention to those.
This was like a nice little pick that had a lot of different an assortment. So yeah, I think that's a great thing to think about. You want to kind of switch it up so they all aren't in one spot.
So if you need to, you can add a little bit of glue if you have to.
Oh, Rich sent a link to find these berries and others like it. Thank you, Rich.
Yes, they have some really cute little floral accents and picks, which I'm sure you all know. One of our ones that we always love to get are the Halloween ones.
Oh,
and those go like quick. Any of the holiday things, you got to get them early.
That's what Connie just said. She went and they were out.
Right.
So you do have to get it early, but you know, if you were wanting to make a Valentine's Day wreath, I'm sure you could find something in the spring section right now that would work.
Two next to each other. So I mean, so easy, you can just slide it down.
That's embarrassing.
I know.
That's so embarrassing you did that.
Oh my gosh, Teddy is so happy.
Oh, and then Rich sent a link for the tooling foil. Thank you. With similar type things. I love that.
Okay, so we're just gonna kind of, I'm keeping unwrapping. Can you see what I'm doing here?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to go in the same direction. It kind of gives it a little bit of structure, but I think if you were to go other ways with adding all of the hearts and everything, it really does. You're not going to see like the details in this. It's just going to add little pops of color. So however you do it, it's going to look great.
For sure. And of course, you know, obviously we always kind of teach these things, but you know, you do them your way. You know, you find things that you like, different colors, different materials. It's like, you know, we're just trying to inspire you to put your tablets down, even though you got to be on a tablet to connect, and just get crafty. But and that's kind of what we love about these classes, is because sometimes you inspire us with things or items that we haven't even thought about using. Yeah, and it's great.
Okay, now I guess.
I'm gonna do some of the back of the hearts here.
Oh, okay. You're gonna.
Yeah. So okay, now we're gonna be adding a piece of wire to the back of our hearts, and we're doing a technique. So you could actually use your mixed media shears here, but we're using our precision pliers, which are great for crafting and also for cutting wire.
Yeah, this is the needle nose, and we love these. So we want to cut our what is this called? Oh, floral wire down to about 5 inches.
Yeah, and we got gold. Those are a little bit. That's kind of long.
Yeah, we got gold just so it kind of all ties in, but you know, you won't really shouldn't see it. So if you don't have the gold wire,
see if these cut
not
through.
I'm sure not a game changer.
So I guess you could use your mixed media shears here, or of course a wire cutter, the pliers. All right, so what we're going to do, we have a little glue gun heating up over here. What we're going to do is, we call this the swoop technique. We do this for a lot of our tree fillers. A lot of times you'll see our Halloween trees, and we do kind of paper fillers like this. And this is how we do it on each of our items here. So originally when we were workshopping this, we tried to put a hole. We did a hole punch and then tied it, but it wasn't really kind of forming to the wreath the way that we wanted it to. So what I'm going to do...
Dangly.
Yeah, dangly one. So I'm going to take my little floral wire. This might be a little hard to see here. And I'm just going to add like a little circle or a hoop at the end of the wire.
It's almost like a U shape. Wait, let me see. Let me hold it and try to tap it. So do you see that? It's almost like a 90-degree angle. Oops, this floral wire is so thin. It's like a loop with a 90-degree angle. There you go. Do you see that? That gives it some surface area for the back of the heart to really for the glue to hold on to. And like Dennis says, we really use this technique for a lot. Like we made these star picks. We call them picks, kind of like the floral picks you get, and we put them into garlands for Christmas.
Oh,
We do
yes,
that,
yes, yeah. I was like, wait, what star picks?
But this is a great way. I mean, you want to keep going?
What?
I was gonna say it's a great way to just add bulk to like your Christmas trees, your Halloween trees, your garlands, your floral arrangements. It's a great way to just do it.
Yep, what he said.
Thanks, dear.
So, all right, so now I'm just gluing them to the back of the hearts here. So a little bit of hot glue, pop my little wire in there, and then it should stick right up.
And then you just want to let it dry.
Yeah, of course. So what we'll do is we'll kind of make like multiple at once, and then kind of just go through, kind of do it in bulk. Oh, sorry, my hand's in the way.
Yeah.
I know. I never thought, like, in my life, I would end up being kind of a hand model, essentially.
Wow.
I know. I'm going to add it to the resume.
I was going to say, I like the technique you just did when applying the heart. You kind of like moved.
Who?
Do one so I can talk about it as you're doing it. You're adding the glue.
The glue, and then I'm placing in my little
placing
wire.
it in, but then you turn it a little so it really gets.
So it kind of gets the glue.
Yeah. So really, like, yeah, it gets in the glue, and then it really forms. So oh my gosh, Rich said, gorgeous mitts, Dennis.
Yeah.
And also, Rich, I saw before, where did it go? This chat is going quick. Oh, here it is. Rich did show if you want to show something that you made, please hashtag Michael's classes, make it with Michael's, learn with Michael's, and then you can at Michael's and Crafty Lumberjacks and Fiskars as well.
Yes, and it's Fiskars America.
Oh yes, Fiskars America, because they're global, baby.
They're global.
Fiskars is global. But yeah, please share what you make.
If and actually a lot of times people will email us pictures or DM us pictures, and we love to see it. So thank you for the reminder, Rich.
I love seeing what everybody makes, especially if we've inspired them, because most of the times I'm like, how did you think of that?
I know everybody made.
We might have inspired you, but like you took this to another level.
Everyone made really cute the notebooks from the first class.
Oh my gosh, they were so cute.
And of course, like if you're ever interested, Michael's has all their live classes on their YouTube channel, so you can always go back, find our classes, and of course, our blog is a great resource as well. We try to keep up with putting the videos from the classes in our
blogs, yeah. And
sometimes we're not great at that, but maybe that will be a thing we do this month.
I also think that Michael's has such a wide variety of different classes you can take. Yes. That I'm seeing they're doing a lot of baking. They're doing a lot of cake making, which is really cool.
This I'm working on the silicone mat here. We use this a lot when we're painting or gluing, just to protect our surface here, and it washes really clean. It just pulls right up.
Silicone mat is definitely one of my favorite tools just to throw on the table because it really does help the longevity of the table. And Connie says, I have a Fiskars addiction.
Seriously. Same.
The great thing is everything lasts so long with Fiskars. It really is, like, the quality is there, so it's great. Do you need me to cut more wire?
Yeah, get some more wires here, bro. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
All hands on deck. We used to get, because like in the beginning when we started this business, this career, whatever we're doing, we used to get manicures all the time, and then we kind of stopped.
Yeah, well, now we kind of do it ourselves.
I know. I kind of want to get one, though.
Okay. Maybe for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, we'll see. Get me a gift card.
Do you guys do stuff for Valentine's Day? Do you have traditions? I would say our Valentine's Day tradition usually is we just kind of cook together, try to make something nice, but we don't go out really. But do you have a tradition that's maybe something special you want to share?
Or like, you know, we shared this year like our fondue. I've
That's what
been
we
seeing
do
like
for-
some fondue for New Year's. Some people do that. Of course, going out. I mean, we see a lot of theater and we eat out a lot, so we always feel like we're doing something.
But not on Valentine's Day.
No,
Specifically.
no, we don't want to.
Valentine's Day is kind of like the New Year's, where I'm kind of like, I'm avoiding people. Or I'm avoiding, like, you know, specific
It's not
things.
staying up. All right. So once you get like a handful,
That seems like a good
you're
amount.
good. Yep. And now we're just gonna kind of add these to the. I don't really like the way that heart looks.
I was gonna say you
heart.
chose it, and I was like, ooh. How about
Oh,
here?
there's others here we can use. Okay.
Yeah.
If we need them.
Okay, you want me to start
If you want-
adding this?
Sure, sure. If I win the lottery,
Okay.
I'm gonna buy Michael's store and make it my craft room. Yes,
Oh my
snuggle with my
gosh.
cats, jam. That'd be a
Oh,
dream come true, Connie. Yes.
Okay, now that we have our hearts glued and they're dry, you can see here they're nice and they're really strong and sturdy, which is really great. We're going to start adding them to our wreath. Now, when I'm doing that, I'm keeping a couple of things in mind. I think a good idea is to take a moment and kind of separate them, or not really actually separate them, clump them together with like designs. So I'm putting all my strawberries over here. I'm going to put all my little vines. I forget what I called these over
I was
here.
gonna say, do you remember what
I
you
don't
called
remember
them?
what I called them. My doodle hearts over here. So it's just a way to kind of keep everything kind of like how Dennis was saying with the berries. You don't want to have two berries that look the same right next to each other. It's just an easy way to do it.
Yeah, I also think once it's all there, you can't really see.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so
for us, we like to space it out.
So I'm going to take my first heart, and I'm thinking of when I'm doing this in quadrants. So I'm gonna kind of go like north, south, east, west. Oops, sorry, north, south, east, west. And that way everything gets spaced out. So what I'm going to do here, when we started this, I had a hard time twisting these hearts with my fingers to get them to stay. I'm going to show you right now just so you can see what happened. But I would twist them really tight as I could with my fingers, and they would kind of just slouch down. So then this is where the needle nose pliers come in. These precision needle nose pliers are great because you can take the end and then twist it right onto the wreath form, and it gives you this tightness that you are not able to get with your fingers. So then it will really stay in place. And you just keep going until it gets there, and then just cut it off. I think I'm gonna have to do this one. I'll do this next one because it's because I started with my fingers that it's not showing. But so I started down here. I'm gonna go up here, and I am leaving about 2 inches of wire. This way I can manipulate it and kind of move it around a little bit. You could put it right against the wreath form, but I think just having a little bit adds a little bit of depth as well. Okay, so let me show you. I'm taking.
I also think if you're having, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
And then I'm just kind of like using my needle nose pliers. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, if you're having trouble with them not staying in place, you could just do a little dab of hot glue.
You could absolutely do a little dab of hot glue. Okay, but as you can see, that's staying nice and upright. And then I'm taking my needle nose pliers. And like Dennis said, you can cut your wire with the end. Right here, it has a cutter. You see that? Right here, it has a cutter, which is great. I think what also helps is having these berries over here because it gives it something to hold on to. So you kind of just keep on, if you wrap it around the berries, it helps as well.
Very cute. You know, I just love when we try something new and it actually works out and we actually like it, you know. I think it's so charming. And I do feel like for whatever reason, like I guess using this foil, it really gives you like this high-end store-bought look.
Yes.
Which, you know, I'm sure if you had this on your door, people would be like, where did you get that?
Oh, absolutely. And you know, this is great too if you are, you know, throwing a baby shower, or you know, you want something, you know, if you're throwing like a party, something that you want something customized, to add these little hearts or different shapes into floral arrangements, like we were kind of talking about, stuff like that would really kind of add this high end.
This would be cute.
Quality.
And also, of course, you can put in like, you know, write in names or different type of things, dates in the hearts to do like a little.
Oh, that would be cute.
You know,
so again, I'm just kind of going around the wreath and I am twisting them. I'm going to cut these ends off later just because we're almost out of time. And we want to make sure we get to the giveaway. But as you can see, this is really just coming together. It's so beautiful. I think even twisting the wreath helps.
He's coming up with new techniques on the fly here.
That's what I've
never seen this kid work faster.
Oh my gosh, that's true. I am a very slow crafter. Dennis does not love that quality about me. I like to really take my time. You know, it's about the journey, not the outcome, but sometimes that journey is long with me.
He's the perfectionist.
I kind of am, but sometimes that's not the greatest thing with crafting. Sometimes I'm like, it's better when it's just done quickly. I'm going to do one more, and then I think you kind of get the idea. What do you think, Dennis?
Yeah, we didn't do our bow. Debbie said, being slow is a perfectionist. Yes.
So then I'm taking, this is what I would do next. I would just take the hearts, manipulate them to maybe different sides. This also helps when you're doing this. You can really tell, oh, okay, I think I need like maybe 2 more here. I need another one over here.
Yeah, and we like them like kind of inside the hoop, outside the hoop.
Right, yeah. Like
kind of all, you want to grab the other one so we can show?
Right. We'll do a swap out.
Yeah, so you can kind of see on this one, like we have some that are in the direction of the outside of the hoop, and then some that are in the direction of the inside of the hoop.
And then we just took some velvet ribbon that Michael's had, tied this like loose bow right here. It kind of droops, but I just feel like it kind of really goes with the look of the whole vibe, and it's just so cute when it's hung up. And that's the wreath.
That's the wreath.
That's the wreath.
It's so cute.
It really is. And this would be so great for, I even think of like Easter coming up or St. Patrick's Day. You could do cute clovers. I mean, it's just so versatile.
Love it.
All right.
All right. So should we do our giveaway?
Let's do the giveaway before time runs out. Rich, if you don't mind switching.
Really pops. Yes, very cute. Great wreath. Elegant. Very cute.
Oh
wow.
Oh
my gosh.
They love it.
So sorry.
That scared me.
All right. Well, this was super fun. Okay. I hope you like this project. Again, our next class is going to be on March 14th.
Yep, March 14th.
And that's actually the later time, which I think works better for everyone. Which would be great.
I'm excited about that one. That's a great one again for kids. It's a little vintage leprechaun made out of felt, wooden beads. Really cute.
Oh gosh,
so
you see him?
Yeah, you can kind of see him. Okay.
My doppelganger.
Okay, the giveaway.
The giveaway. Okay, so we're going to ask a trivia question here. We ask you to send us your answers. You can either DM us across social media, Crafty Lumberjacks, or you can email us your answers at craftylumberjacks@gmail.com.
Yes.
And today's trivia question, today, the giveaway, we're giving away the Mixed Media Shears.
Amplify Mixed Media Shears, the Precision Needle Nose Pliers,
the Scoring Stylus, and a Fiskars cutting mat, the 12x12, one of our favorites. And our question of the day is...
Are you going to read it?
Yeah.
He wrote it.
I'm trying to think of it first. What is the name of the Roman Greek god of love and lust who Cupid is based off of?
You got that? Okay, so who is the Roman god that Cupid is based off of. I shortened it.
Yes, send us your
And
answers.
it doesn't have to be correct. So don't worry. It's all about just so we can get everybody's name, put it in a hat.
Yes,
and
don't
pull it
forget
out.
to tag us, send us your pictures. And we hope to see you at the next class. Happy
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
Bye, everybody.